From coast to coast, I'm your host, Palma, and she loves it. And welcome to Oriac Live. Can you guys tell I'm excited about tonight's show? That's because it's been almost 4 years since we've had the last in-person hair show. And let me tell you, this girl's got her hair ready and I'm ready to go. But before we do that, let's find out some more information about this hot show that's coming right here to Toronto. I'd love to welcome BeautyX producer in collaboration with Vince Riverso, Stephanie. Thank you so much to you both for joining me tonight. I got my hair ready. Are you guys?
Love it. Love it.
Oh my gosh, you're ready for the show.
Yes, yeah. Let's do it. I think all us hairdressers have been counting down the days and the years since we can get all back together and check out what everybody's been up to all of these years. I can't imagine the creativity that we've all been ready to show the world.
It's been way past due, that's for sure.
So tell me, it's in March. I hear the buzz. What's happening?
Yeah. So we're super excited. BeautyX will be March 26th and 27th of 2023. We've got a new location. So we're at the Care Center. New show, new location. So still downtown Toronto, right beside Hotel X. So tons of space. We're going to build a huge center stage on our show floor where we're going to do live competitions. We're going to bring in some celebrity main stage artists. We're also going to do a big showcase on Canadian talent. So stay tuned for information on that. That will come out in the next couple of months. And then, of course, we'll see all of our manufacturers and distributors from across Canada and some Americans. And really, hairstylists and estheticians, what do they really want? They want a big party on the floor. And that's what we're going to give them.
Well, Stephanie, we can't wait. I'm sorry. I had to take it off. Yeah. I'm going to build up the heat for opening. Vince, I'm so excited to see you again. I mean, I think the first time we actually met, I was wearing that wig.
I think it's true.
Yeah, we did a little karaoke. Is there going to be some karaoke happening at this hair show?
I don't know. Crazier things have happened, Palma. You never know. You never know for sure.
Well, thank you so much for this amazing collaboration between BeautyX and the ABA Canada. You know, from coast to coast, this is going to be the biggest hair show in coming up to 4 years since we've had one. Tell me how the two of you started this collaboration. I'd love to hear a little insight on how that happened.
Well, Vince, you want me to do it?
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah.
Well, for those who don't know me, I worked at the ABA for many, many years in my young 20s and then throughout, and always had a great passion for the shows. Back in those days, we used to do 8 big shows across Canada yearly. So the ABA shows were a beast back then, and everybody loved them. I moved on to do a few different types of trade shows from my ABA days, but always had a passion for beauty and all things professional beauty, of course. So before COVID hit, I had always in the back of my head thought I'd love to do a show. And when COVID hit, obviously, I put a pin in that thought, but never really let it get too far from mind. And I always kept conversations going with Vince to see, would the time ever be right to do a different show? And so fast forward to today, and ABA sort of went through some bumps and little different pivots. It made way for a different type of show to come on board and have a collaboration with the ABA. ABA is very near and dear to my heart. So anything that BeautyX can do to support the association, we're 100% on board. And that's how Vince and I came back to be, as Vince being the chairperson of the ABA.
I love that. The ABA gave not only myself, but so many of my peers opportunities when we first, started in the hair schools and, going to all the shows and giving us that excitement of what we had to look forward to for our careers. ABA definitely opened up doors for myself. I took my very first competition and yes, I failed. I came in last and I was proud of the last, because if it wasn't for that opportunity to come in last, it wouldn't have driven me with this passion that I have to leap forward and to continue to do that. And now BeautyX in collaboration with ABA, I'm so excited because it's a new vision. It's going to be something so outstanding for our industry. Vince, tell me, how excited are you that the ABA is in collaboration with BeautyX?
So excited, really. You know what? I was when Stephanie came to us and said, "You know what? I think it's time." And I said, "Yeah, it's absolutely time." We've been talking about it for, all through COVID, and how soon could we get back up and do what we've been so good at in the past years, and been able to bring everybody together, professionals from the beauty industry right across the country. So when Stephanie came to me and said it's time, I was like, absolutely, the ABA is in. So it was kind of a no-brainer, quite frankly, and the platform that Stephanie has kind of provided for us, is comes with many years of her experience in working in the at the ABA offices and producing the actual ABA shows as well. And she's expanded to to other avenues outside of the beauty industry, so she's gained some invaluable experience there. And the ABA has always been here, always been solid, and still representing the professional beauty industry right across the country. So we're so excited to be in collaboration with BeautyX. It's going to be a great show and a great return to somewhat normalcy. So we're excited about it.
The return is upon us. Now listen to this
Absolutely.
beautiful audience out there watching us. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them right here for us, because I can see them and I can share them with them, and they can answer all the wonderful questions you may have. And also, don't forget, tonight is a watch and win. There will be a question that I will share at the end of the show, and hopefully you guys can enter in and win something wonderful. So, guys, are we going to share what that's going to be? The watch and win? Are we going to share what the prize is? Because I mean, that's the only reason I want to know. Can I enter?
Absolutely.
What are we going to win?
Go for it. So BeautyX is going to give 3 sets of tickets.
Okay.
So 3 sets of 2. So you can come with, a partner, a friend, or a fellow stylist or esthetician, so
Beautiful.
that everybody likes to come, with somebody. So we'll give out 3 sets.
Oh, of course. Now, that's amazing. Please tell me there's going to be an after party. Sorry.
Well,
I'm a hairdresser. I got to ask, is there going to be an after party?
Let's be honest. And Vince is the ringleader typically of the after party.
Yes, he is.
Many years, Vince would have been the last man standing at a lot of those parties. So yes, of course.
And don't forget to reiterate that I'm always the first man on the show floor on the Monday morning too, right?
Well, I don't know about that.
That's an amazing prize. So that's 3 people who have a chance to win, and it's a pair of 2 tickets. So this is phenomenal. I'm excited for that. So stay tuned to everyone, please, because we will share the question at the end of the show.
And we're also, Palma, sorry to interrupt you, we're also giving away 2 ABA memberships as well. And those will be valuable because ABA members get preferred pricing for this show. So they get preferred pricing as far as demonstrating. They get preferred pricing as far as actually attending the show. And the other thing that, that we haven't really touched on is the show is going to be an amazing show, but we're also offering live streaming on that show too. So if you're an ABA member, you get to log into the ABA website. If you happen to not be able to make it to the show yourself personally, you get to log in and watch what's going on at the live stages. And as a demonstrator, you get to demonstrate, what you spent time and energy and money to put together to demonstrate at your booth. So we're going to be live streaming that on the 2 days of the show, and also make it available for almost a year after the show has been completed as well. So we're very excited about that component too. It's gonna, we're kind of all used to the online learning, and as much as we want to get out of it, there's some people that are just not going to be able to make it to the show. So we want to bring it to them, but we're very excited about that aspect of it as well.
I'm really excited about that too, because there have been years where I have missed it, and because I had to be at work or wherever the case was. But to have the ability to say, hey, I'm a member of the ABA and I can log on and watch it, doing someone's hair. And I think that's even exciting for hairdressers, little sneak peek, and they, for clients watching, a little sneak peek of what's happening and where I could have been if that was the case. So, and if I can't make it to Toronto, then at least I know I can log in as a member and have the ability to watch it. So kudos to you guys, because that's huge. We've all been, online Zooming. And so we're so used to it now. It's a great opportunity for people to watch.
For
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think there was a question that came in and somebody asked, how do we sign up to exhibit? And Stephanie, that's basically through the website. Is that correct?
That's correct. You have on our BeautyX website, there's contact information that you can send, and I'll send you the prospectus and all of that exhibitor information if you're curious to exhibit with us. We'll also be sending out those kits to pretty much every distributor and manufacturer that we already have on our list. I've spoken to many of you already. So far the feedback has been awesome. I think everybody just wants a place to be together again. It's been so long, and honestly, virtual is great, but it doesn't replace the personal touch and feel of products and techniques and skills that you can see up close and personally. And so that's what we're so thrilled to bring back. And so I encourage any manufacturer out there, honestly, this is the year to step back in. The plan is, if the show begins to expand and grow, it'll be a yearly tradition in Toronto, and hopefully we'll expand them across Canada again. Montreal maybe being our next stop, and then perhaps one that alternates out west. So those are our plans as of right now, but we have to start with the first one in March of 2023.
Well, Stephanie, I'm completely convinced that it will expand and it will grow, because I think we are all ready and eager to get right down to the show floor. Tell me a little bit more about what to expect when we arrive there. Are there going to be competitions, live competitions? Are there going to be in classes? How's the setup, the format? I always like to know when I'm walking into a show, am I going to get lost? Am I going to know where I'm going? Am I going to miss half of my class? And are there fees for that as well? Or is it just one fee for the class? Give me the nitty gritty. I'd love to hear a little bit about it.
So far, what we've put together, it's one big show floor. So the Enercare Center is a little bit different from the convention center. So those who are used to that venue, we're on one big show floor. And the private seminar rooms where we're going to do personalized hands-on education are literally right off that show floor. You don't have to go down a corridor. The doors are really right off that floor. So you can't get lost, Palma. You'll know exactly where they are. There'll be signage. We are offering hands-on education, business building, social media training, all of that good stuff. There'll be a big rotation. We'll also do a private aesthetics room to really gear for the lashes, the nails, and some hair extensions in there as well. So that's what's going to go on in the private classes. We're doing competitions. Yes, I've re-engaged the Master Judges program. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that program, ABA ran this Master Judges program for a number of years that was taken over by Cecilia Leatherberry, I want to say about 15 years ago now. So I've re-engaged that group. They have helped me and my team put together a great lineup of competitions. They are all live. They will all be on that center stage. So start training. Everything will be up on our website within the next couple of days. We've got our rules ready to go, and they will be judged by the old Master Judges team. So stay tuned for information on that. You'll see on the perimeter of the show floor our big manufacturer stages, which we used to call classrooms back in the day, but now they'll be a little bit different. They will still be formulated in a similar fashion, but we used to have a lot of rules back in the day with sound and noise and this and that. Now everything goes. You want to have a party on that floor, you have a party on that floor. And that's what we're building so that everybody can come and have a lot of fun. So that's what you'll see, Palma.
Oh, that's so awesome. This is so great. I mean, I'm just having flashbacks of when I first did platform work at the ABA show, and my father walked in with a leather suit. Yes. And my father is a barber, and he looks exactly, picture this, Joe Pesci.
Come on.
I swear to you. And I was,
he was before his time.
Yeah, he was. I mean, the leather pants, the leather jacket, he had the leather boots on, and in walks my dad. And I was like, oh my God. And everybody thought it was Joe Pesci. It was a perfect moment. And I can't wait to relive and make new memories at BeautyX with collaboration with ABA Canada. This is I'm getting nostalgic and feeling all these warm fuzzy feelings of a hair show, the smell of hairspray,
Oh,
the cladding of hairdressers talking, that loud rumble of the noise.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you guys want to share with me as I'm falling into my feelings? I might need to hold on to my wig a little time.
Well, just a couple of things, just to reiterate, it is a 2-day show, so it's a Sunday, Monday show for sure. And you know what, distributors, manufacturers, it'll be open. There'll be a lot of different activities for anybody that attends to participate in, whether it's individual classrooms, whether it's educational stages, whether it's competitions, whether it's collaborating with distributors, or even speaking to manufacturers. So there will be something for everybody, and we are so excited to be, again, we're so excited to be part of this whole thing. It's going to be a great event to come out of this with a real bang for sure. And who knows, Palma, we may set up a karaoke stage right at center stage for you.
Oh, how good would that be? Palma, maybe we will have you as our MC up on that stage. How good would you be up there?
You know I'm ready. I'd be absolutely.
Oh, I think you'd be perfect with the wig, and we will bring a little karaoke out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
No, I think they're ready for it.
I think so too.
They're absolutely ready.
I don't think anybody's ready for it, but I think we should do it anyways.
Come on.
Well, let me tell you, because we've been getting a lot of comments in the comment section, and I do apologize to the viewers that are putting up comments and I'm not mentioning your name, and I'm getting to the questions without even reading what you guys are saying, and I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, sorry, Thomas, I asked that already. You got that check, but now we do have one coming in from Penny that I'd love to hear what she has to say. So let's see. It's up here at the bottom. Hi, Steph. Great to be back. I would love to judge the competition again. We see that earlier?
Penny, yes. Master judges are coming back. Stay tuned. I have the list with everybody's information, so I will circulate an email in the upcoming weeks, and I will take volunteers. Honestly, I am grateful for any help. So anybody who does want to help out with the show, the more the merrier at this point. It's been many years in the making, so we really want to create something that has a massive wow factor, and as many hands as we can get, I will gladly take. So thank you, Penny. And yes.
I love that you mentioned that, because I remember when I was in hairdressing school, it was a field trip, and we all went down to the convention center, and we went to the hair show, and I thought, how do I get involved? How do I do that? And I think this is the great opportunity for, you don't have to just be a student, but a newbie or somebody who's been in it for a long time and you sort of want to get your foot back into the industry. This is a great place to provide, your time and, and join in this sense, to be a part of it and say, hey, I'm willing to help. No problem. And because I feel whenever I've done that, I've learned something. I've come out of it with something. I didn't need something monetary to say, oh, I worked a show. I did a lot of shows where, hey, you know what? I got something out of it. And so I think it's a great opportunity for students or anybody interested that are willing to volunteer their time to make BeautyX grow and expand as we know it will. So that's great.
Cross fingers. Fingers for sure. But how many times did we hear the stories way back in the day that a student or a young apprentice would come and they would watch those manufacturer stages and be in awe of the platform artists up there and think, how can I be one of those people one day? And really, it starts with them seeing what these platform artists can do and be given a path to be able to get that access. And the shows have always been such a pivotal part of that launch pad. And so I would love nothing more than to see these apprentices and students be honestly just reinvigorated back into the beauty industry. COVID really took a hit for the entire industry in many different fields. And I think bringing the shows to showcase what the industry is all about really is going to push that field back to the forefront again.
Yes, Stephanie, absolutely. You gave me shivers when you said that about the students. And there was a question that did pop up, and I'd love to see it again. It was a teacher who was, here we go. There we go. I am a high school cosmetologist teacher. Will the hair show be open to high school students? That's a great question.
So we will take cosmetology classes, and we will, just as in the process of the past, you can order those tickets as a group for students online ahead of time. We will just verify, obviously, that they are students and that you're a teacher with the school. So cosmetology classes, yes. Cosmetology schools, yes, of course. Students can purchase student tickets at the door with a current year student ID card. Those will be $30 each.
All right, that's amazing. I think I have something else happening over here. Any more questions? Photos, memories, anything from the past that we may be sharing? Maybe?
No.
Photos.
You're like, no.
I don't know.
We're not doing that this time, Palma. You got to think of something else. Listen, tell me more about ABA, Vince. I want to know how I want to ask deeper questions, but I don't know if I'm allowed to.
You can ask anything you want, Palma. You know, I'll answer as much as I know. How about that?
I know. But you know what? Maybe we should just leave it to the audience to find out when they get there. I'm so eager to hear who's coming, who's going to be teaching. Are we going to have big names? And I think that's what we all want to know.
Of course. And so hopefully a little closer to showtime, since it's only September, as we get a little closer to showtime, maybe we will do another Oriac Live and release the big names that we will be bringing. But like I said, we're going to do a number of segments showcasing Canadian talent, really driving home the point of Canada is home to fabulous, fabulous artists. Our website is a testament to that. Thank you to all of the stylists who contributed imagery to the BeautyX website. We have gone live now, so you can purchase tickets anytime, but you can certainly see all the imagery that has been graciously donated. We've tried to really give each of the artists a nice page to showcase their work and to say thank you. And we will take, if you're an artist out there and you have some imagery that would suit well, please send it our way. We're happy to incorporate it. But that Canadian talent piece is something that you're really going to see from us, and we want to build that out in the upcoming shows that we'll produce.
See, I knew there was something about pictures. I leaked it, everybody. You see, I got you, my hair people.
You're ahead of the game, Paul.
Just like, tell me more. Now, I do have a question that came in about the clean beauty, and will there be a section for it?
Yes, there will be. Clean beauty, obviously, and all things green and eco-friendly has been something quite popular over the last, I want to say, 5-6 years. Right before COVID, I feel like it was really at its peak, and now it's kind of quieted down just over COVID, but it's back. So yes, Brian will do a certain area specifically for clean beauty. A lot of them will be smaller indie brands, of course, and we'll build that into our floor plan as we see who decides to exhibit with us.
There was another question that popped up there. I'd love to see it again.
I know, it was from Sandra. Hi, Sandra, it's been a long time.
There we go. What's happening here? Okay, you could join from Newfoundland to Vancouver on streaming and have a great party. Yes, you can, honey. Yes. Maybe a show would come across Canada again. Let's go, ABA BeautyX is the party waiting to happen. Yes, and yes. I answered all the questions. Check.
You can stream it no matter where you are. If you're an ABA member, you stream for free, of course. If you're not an ABA member, there'll be a fee. And if you're a platform artist or manufacturer, just think of that audience reach that you're going to get. So typically at a show, we would see 8,000 or 9,000 people over both days. But now you could really quadruple that number if you're going to reach really anyone across the world, really, to anybody who wants to see it. So what a fabulous platform. That's really part and parcel with ABA, who's going to drive that streaming option. But it's really the way of the future. And it certainly unlocks a much larger audience for those who can't travel in person. But hopefully you can.
And the other part of that, Stephanie, is that that'll continue on for a year after the show. So you're getting huge value for that stream that you as a manufacturer, distributor are doing throughout for not only for the showtime, but obviously for the year afterwards, which is amazing. And totally exposed to any ABA member. Whenever they go onto the ABA site, they can go into the archives and see, all the show and what happened on the stage. So we also have I've been cued to remind everybody that you can join the ABA, obviously, by just visiting the ABA website at abacanada.com, and you can join now. And you know, the ABA has been a representative of the professional beauty industry right across the country for many, many years, longer than I've been alive. Let's put it that way. And so, you know, we continue to do what we can do. I mean, like Stephanie said, COVID took a huge bite out of all of us in the professional beauty industry, and the ABA wasn't immune to that, obviously. But we're back, and we're still here, and we're coming back with this amazing show that in collaboration with BeautyX. And again, we are still a representative of the beauty industry right across the country, from stylists, estheticians, manufacturers, distributors, cosmetologists right across the country. So we're excited, you know, to be able to collaborate with all of you again and see work like what Palma is showing us right now.
I mean, I couldn't help it. I'm feeling so nostalgic, and I had to put her back on just before we said goodbye to everybody, because we need to get this party started. We are so excited. But before we go, guys, we need to ask that question so our viewers can answer and win those tickets. So here's the question. Tell us what month the BeautyX, in collaboration with the ABA, is going to be hosted here in Toronto. So tell us which month it's going to be in right here in Toronto. And then we will let you guys know who wins. It'll be up on the Oriac Live website. So stay tuned. And I cannot wait, you guys. Thank you so much for tonight. I hope we got all those good questions in. I feel like my heart is starting to pump. I'm ready. I got my flats. Start off with my heels, put the flats in the bag. You know how that goes, hairdressers.
Perfect.
Mama, we'll see you on the center stage, of course.
Oh my God, I'd be absolutely honored.
There's no question. You have to be there.
I love it. Cannot wait. I'll see you all then.
Yes. Oh,
Thank you, Palma.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Vince. We'll see you soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you, Oriac. Ciao.